Alrighty, and next up we have the browse abandon flow. Browse abandon. We just went over the side abandon. We're about to go over the cart abandon, the checkout abandon. Right here we have the browse abandon. Let's get into it. What is the browse abandon? This flow triggers when somebody views a product on our website. They click onto a product page, but they didn't go any further. So this means they showed interest in that product, enough so to view the product page, but they didn't take action. So our job is to remind them of what caught their eye and guide them closer to a purchase. And so the trigger inside of Klaviyo is viewed product. So if I'm on Nike's website right here, I'm not getting inside this flow just yet, but the second I click onto a page, like I'm like, ooh, I like this product. I click onto it. Once this loads, there we go. Boom. Now the browse abandon viewed product trigger will fire, and that's what's going to fire into this flow. So the strategy of what we do here. So the users did click on that product, which means they had intent. So really we kind of just need to nudge them right off the bat. And if they don't purchase off that simple nudge, then maybe we need to give a little bit more of an incentive. So it's higher intent than side abandon, so a bit more persuasive. So highlight our benefits, social proof, and answer questions that they may have about our product. Also, item that they browsed though, if they didn't add it to cart, it might not be the product that they want. So we want to show some other products here. I typically like to do 4 emails. It's nothing too crazy, but 4 emails. They showed intent. Let's make sure we hit them with back-to-back emails showing exactly what they left behind. So this is the strategy. We like to wait 1 hour and then 1 day between the rest of these emails. We don't want to wait too long because at this point, if somebody viewed a product and we don't email them again for like 2 weeks or a week, then they have lost interest. And so we want to get them and hit them with frequency while we have their interest. So we're going to start off with some social proof and some other products, and then we're going to answer some FAQs, and then we're going to enter a discount at the end of this flow, which you can make this optional if you want, but it's completely up to you. You could send this to just people who haven't bought from you before. That's totally fine too, but this is just like a base strategy. And then we finish with a text-based last chance and support style email, personalized, similar to what the side abandon flow was. So for abandon browse email 1, the content that we want to do, this is what we want to do. We want to show the dynamic product, we want to give some social proof, and then we want to show some other products because the person might not have been interested in that product that they initially viewed. Maybe something else can stand out to them. So we like to say like something caught your eye, what you got there, we saved this for you, something like this. And as far as tips, we want to make these buttons nice and big. We want to feature multiple products that may be a better fit for the customer and put the dynamic content block as high up in the email as possible. We're going to talk about that in the cart and checkout abandon flow as well. But for all of our abandonments, how we have like in prior emails, it's like we want a button above the fold. Well, for abandonments, we really want to make sure that we have the dynamic content above the fold. Why? Well, if somebody opens an email and we show them right in their face the product that they were just looking at like 20 minutes ago or an hour ago, that's going to catch their eye and make them like keep reading. Excuse me. So we want to put the dynamic section as high up in the email as possible. So as high up in the email as possible, feature some social proof. So we have different testimonials right here as well as featuring other products if they wanted to check out those other ones. And then boom, keep shopping or shop by category. It's that simple. Dynamic section, here's some social proof, here's some other products if you want them. That's all we want for this first email. For the second email, then we want to add a little bit more information as maybe somebody didn't mind, they liked the product, but maybe they had like some questions or something like that, and they need an extra nudge. So for this one, dynamic Klaviyo block again, and then a simple reminder, and then answer some FAQs. I like to do FAQs, answer only like 3 FAQs to avoid overwhelm. Don't try to go too crazy, and try to sneak in some social proof if you can. So we said take another look. Just a quick reminder, these pajamas you were eyeing are still waiting for you. Yada, yada, perfect. Dynamic section right here, right up at the top of the email. Continue browsing. Feature some social proof, so long testimonial, and then a couple of frequently asked questions right here. Perfect. That's what we want. Now we can enter into a discount. So it's optional, or you could send this to just people who haven't bought from you before. If you don't want to give discounts to people who have bought from you before, you can totally do that. Just create a split inside of Klaviyo. But all we want to do is just show the discount, show their product again, and then show some other products. So still thinking, gift for you, or 10% off, whatever your discount is. So mention the discount in the preview text or subject line so that they know it's special and unique, and then put the discount as well way up in the email so that people have easy access to it. So you're still thinking about it. Since you're one of the homies, we thought we'd make that decision easier on your wallet. Browse 10 for 10% off. Button way up at the top of the email, dynamic section, and then If you want to shop these with your discount, you can. Super simple, perfect, and then we followed up with the final personal text-based email right here. So personal discount reminder and educate on brand info as well and remind of why you're so great. So bold your main points for text-based emails like this. As far as quick tips, bold these main points, make it seem personal like the founder reaching out. Perfect example here. Hey there, it's Ashley, the Rebel mastermind behind Rebel Bro. We started this brand with one goal in mind: to create cool clothes for boys with exceptional quality made to last. At Rebel Bro, our mama supporters mean everything to us. That's why we saved your discount for you. This is your last chance to claim 10% off on the item you've been eyeing. Use this code for 10% off. Claims discount. Thanks for rolling with us. Boom. Personal, easy, makes you want to support them. It gives some brand information, and this text-based personal little nudge can really like take you over the edge. And so that is the Browse Abandon flow. Starting off with some simple reminders, and then education, and then enter that discount, and then do a personal text-based email right here. That's what we're rolling with. We'll see you in the next one. Also important, what is the correct dynamic content? So this might be a little bit different for your brand. Sometimes it depends on like how your store is set up, and you might need to hit up Klaviyo support if this doesn't work for you. But also what I recommend is go into Klaviyo and just look up when you're creating flows, like look up Browse Abandon flow, click their template, and then go and check if it works for you, and use this dynamic content. But this is the step-by-step of how we typically do it. So you create a split, it's step-by-step right here, create a table block in Klaviyo, add an image on the left side, make it a dynamic image. You can see here, the content. You create for the image, you make it a dynamic image, and you use that as the image. Copy that exactly, the link address as well, and that's going to make it dynamic for each person. That link is going to take them exactly to that product. And then event.name, that's going to show the name of the product that they left behind, and then the price, it's going to show the price. And then for the link, you use the event.url as well. And that's all that you have to do there. It's all laid out for you. Just use that, and it should be good. If it isn't good and it doesn't work for you, then you're going to have to hit up Klaviyo support. Feel free to message me or the group as well, and we'll get it fixed for you.